Alrighty, so, I decided, what if I did a certain thing with a wooden roller coaster, which would be these three curves being inside of each other. One thing led to another, and now it's a whole ride, and it is called Chainsaw. I guess kind of inspired by that, the blades there, I guess. I don't know, it just needed a name. And eventually naming coasters just gets redundant. So, there's that, but yeah, here's Chainsaw. It's kind of very tight-knit. Maybe not as long as some others, but whatever be whatever. Here's the stats, just set to pull up the full page. 7.18 excitement. Another profess just a minute long. Kind of a fun ride. And then, after this, I was like, what if I made it, interlock? So that's just two basic chainsaws inside of each other there. Then over here I have Jigsaw, and I'll show that off in a moment. It's basically a little bit of chainsaw and then adjusted. So, yeah. Chainsaw. So that was Chainsaw, and it's sort of tight-knit besides the first lift and whatever. So over here we got like the interlocking chainsaws, which the reality is they don't ever pass by each other much. It's just that the first start bit can interlock with that first drop, which means you can double it. And then over here I made Jigsaw, which was like, what if I, cut off the, go to this one over here, cut off the blades, so to speak, and just sort of compact it into a box. Actually, now that I think about it, I did not save it yet, so just do that real quick. Must also add that the station is fairly exposed, not like in the middle of a mess on both of these actually, so station works well, and it's not super high up either. And then here we have Jigsaw, which I did just save. Which is, like, at most very similar. You can see a lot of the same. It's just compact. 13 by 14. May very well be the smallest of all of my posters. Cut 7 off by doing that adjustment there. Naughty's 19 by 16. But yeah, none of these are near as compact as Jigsaw, which I just made. 16 by 19 is close, but 13 by 14 is just so much smaller. And it is a bit shorter too. Just in everything. Because the first big drop is cut off and the lift is a lot more compact. So basically, it's got the little turn lift trick, which is where you have a lift chain and then turn and it goes back to lift chain. So it's like there's a lift on a corner, although there isn't really. And let's see, starting at the finishing part where it's the short ramp up, it's sort of steeper onto the same height station as the other ride. As it goes up that into there, it's just steeper with the same speed brakes. corner and the station's going this direction. And the lift chain up to the top, around with this steep turn into right, literally in there. I lost frames for a bit there. Right here. After that turn, that's where it becomes the same. We'll write a board just so you can see what I mean. But yeah, this is Jigsaw. So basically the same ride, just with a bit of adjustment, which by removing the first drop, unfortunately, some of the excitement is zapped. But that also does put the nausea under 4, which is, I think, kind of difficult to come by among my coasters. I'm thinking so. Spy versus Spy was different, I guess. But the excitement to nausea ratio is a lot better. Like 0.26 under. No, that's not 2.6. Yeah, 2.7. Under on the nausea, but only 0.8 under on excitement. So it's kind of just like better at things, and this can be stuffed into probably more scenarios than Chainsaw could. So yeah, there's that too. Two basically the same rides, but with a little bit of differences to fit them where they need to be fit. And so yeah, that was Chainsaw and Jigsaw. I hope you all enjoyed. See ya. Okay, so I made a small edit after recording. That would come up right after this drop. Here we actually jump straight into that corner a bit quicker. And what that does there is puts that inside rather than outside of the loop there. The reason it was out there originally was because I wanted to have it sort of go around the supports and have a little bit of flat time before going into it. But you know, if I want to compact it even more, then that's how I would do it. So I just smacked my mic. Jigsaw 2.0 because I wanted to make it smaller. And, well, I was going to save it up. Derf. And so what that does is drops it below 7. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And, makes it one thing less intense, and, yeah, and you can see it there as well, what I did to it. Not really sure how that increases the max speed. But this also makes it 13 by 13, which kind of helps with that one dimension that I was thinking about. And it seems like it affects some of the other things, and I would think that is due to, I don't know what that's due to, really, but just numbers reading a little bit differently. So yeah, made it Jigsaw 2.0 and made it even smaller. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Again, because I'm bad at just doing it all in one take. Bye.